Alright, we are live. None of this matters until all of us matter. And this is the Fair Use Act of 1976. We all know and love it, this lawless society of ours. Just thought I'd run that disclaimer. All right. It's about all we needed to see right there. Let's get on with it.
You got called a cult leader because, you know, he weaponized.
Whoa! Whoa! Now, come on.
In my name.
There we go.
You don't like what I talk about.
For me, the process began initially, and I will admit this because I'm not trying to lie to anybody or to trick anybody. I considered myself part of the lineage of Aleister Crowley, L. Ron Hubbard, Adidas Samraj, is that I thought that I was going to purposely create something that looked like a religion, smelled like a religion, and talked like a religion, so that I could achieve an end. And the end was so that I could have sway and control over people, so that I could make money, so that I could use female bodies, and I could abuse men who made me feel like less of a man.
Right.
That was, you know, part of the journey.
Yeah.
But I worked out a lot of that shit. I got over that. I figured out what made me want to do those things, and that doing those things was wrong and bad, and that I shouldn't do it, and that I should, rather than try and come up with something that was going to knucklehead people, or that was going to allow me to be a cudgel that I could beat people over the head with, I instead said, dude, why don't you self-assess and realize that if these are your goals, or if this is the kind of thing that you feel like you need to do to feel like a real man, then you got some work to do. And instead of studying all these religions, you really need to study these religions. You really need to get in touch with a higher power. You need to bring it online and try and be a force for good in the world instead of a force for evil. And in that process, Commonwealth Chanting evolved into a religion that could work to save me, to work for me, to give me a religion where I didn't have one, where I felt that I needed one, and then discovering that I actually had something exportable, and discovering that I had kind of gone through the work to not be just, you know, such a jackass to people. And
but you are. You're still a jackass.
You know, I began the propagation of it. I don't know how we got there.
Jackass to me. You forgot. You forgot.
But there we are.
Benny.
And the reason that I say these things and admit these horrible things about myself and thoughts that I thought about things is because I don't want to dupe anybody. The purpose of Commonwealth Chanting is to right former wrongs with religion. So there's no, I don't come out here. Oh, so what I was saying is that there were points in the evolution of what eventually became Commonwealth Chanting where I said, okay, and part of what I need to do is I need to have these origin stories. You know what I mean? Like, I was, you know, hanging out in the forest on acid, and the angel came down and started talking to me. Or like this, you know, amazing gray alien came down and communicated.
What about
to
the little orange pumpkin?
Teachings of the Orion Council, where I got involved. An angel took me on a spectacular journey throughout the stars, where I met all my, you know, former contemporaries and cave patriarchs, and saw the reactions in their life and the afterlife, and came back with all this knowledge and wisdom. And I said, well, how about this? How about I don't lie to people and just tell people the truth?
You're still lying.
The truth is that I'm not an enlightened person. The purpose of Commonwealth Chanting is not to propagate and say, oh, I'm so enlightened, and this Commonwealth Chanting thing is a product of my enlightened mind. No, it's to say I'm not enlightened, and the purpose of Commonwealth Chanting is to help me be a good person, so that we do what religions do, okay?
But religions don't do that.
And that's it, and that's all that there is to it for now. And then eventually we're coming up on 6:40, so let's see, I forget what the time is.
You gotta go?
We're on for, so we got a couple of minutes.
I thought we had question time.
So we move forward through time. If anyone's got any other questions, we probably have time for one. If you had a question that spun by, what makes it easier is that if you put things in all caps,
how late?
I can see that they're in all caps, and then I know it's
how late does your wife expect you to be tonight?
Also, if I start talking, so if I spent
she got a bag of fast food,
talking to Pam,
or she cooked you dinner.
In the live chat, your question, if you had a question for me, might have gone up
how much do you weigh?
like gone. So you might want to.
What's your IQ?
Like, I suggest they copy and
What's your
paste
blood type?
their stuff to their clipboard so they can just keep on putting it into the live chat until it gets answered.
Which master
That's
do
not
you
an
serve?
invitation to spam, but that's one way that you could do it. So plur to the 13th. Peace, love, giving you respect. Everything else.
That's Mel
is
V.
hardcore.
That's Mel V.
Plur to the 13th. I respect you, but I think all this, it sounds very sketchy, and I don't understand why you need all these rules and regulations. I sing and chants all the time, but I don't need rules or a CW chant. Okay, I accept that. I accept that, and that I'm not here to say that you do need these rules and regulations if you feel that you don't need these rules and regulations. I needed these rules and regulations.
You need
Playing
that.
the spiritual but
You
not
need that
religious
medication of yours.
allowed me to exist in a space where there was no progress, because from day to day, come see, come saw, I could be a dilettante,
Hey,
I could be a
bueno.
libertine, or I could be a good person. That having no principles that were really solid in space for me,
You have no
as a
morals,
me person,
no
for me,
ethics.
that was a recipe
No
for
respect for
disaster.
women.
Because, you know, like I said, from day to day, there was no
No
fluctuation.
respect for
There was
yourself or
nothing
other
but
men.
fluctuation. There was no regularity. And I think part of religion and part of faith is to regulate an unregulated life. That's for me. So that's why the reason that Commonwealth Champion is like it is and has the rules that it does have is because these are the real rules that I felt that I needed. These are the rules and regulations that I felt that I needed for me. And you know what I mean? And I think plur to the 13th, it may be the case that I would suggest to you that you chant, you sing and chant all the time, but I don't need rules or CW chant. Well, there's no CW chant. And it may be that you're early to the conversation, so and this is not a judgment, this is not trying to dismiss you, this is speculating upon a possibility. Plur. The possibility is that you may or may not be familiar with some of the background discussions or some of the discussions we've had previously about Commonwealth chanting, and therefore you may be projecting it a little bit.
Nobody said you made up a song.
Assuming something that facts that are not in there.
You're trying to,
We'll figure it out. Okay.
What do you call that?
Penny McMahon says,
Dodge left,
what
dodge
happens if one
right.
does not follow the rules, quotations, written by you with respect to Commonwealth chanting? Penny, the purpose of Commonwealth chanting was to create a religion that was as defined as much as needed, but not 1 minute, not one iota more. Let me
And
give you
who
an example.
decides that? You?
So, it was designed like a kite, to have the exact solidity and structure necessary to be a kite, to fly.
To hit the ground and smash
to be
into
as
the
loose as possible,
smash into the mountain.
Just be as defined as possible to fly, but not turn into an airplane. I don't know if that's what I'm describing.
I think
so
your
a lot of
wife's calling.
this notion of rules written by me. I mean, it is what Commonwealth chanting is what it is.
Wishy-washy.
As they are such, you know,
Loophole
really
laden
are kind of
traps.
Administrative and
trap.
definitional. There's not really, you know, and then also I would say, Penny, is that what happens if one does not follow the rules written by you with respect to Commonwealth chanting is that if they divert it enough from them, then they might find themselves not doing Commonwealth chanting, because Commonwealth chanting is a thing. You know, if you took a Ford automobile, say you took a Ford car, it's a Ford. It's a, oh no, let's say you took an El Camino. You know what an El Camino is? El Camino is a fine looking car. If I start working on an El Camino, and I might replace the headlights.
You don't know how to
still have
change
an El
the
Camino
oil.
with custom headlights. I might change the headlights.
And hey, if you did know how to change the oil of your El Camino, you would live right for your blood type. You better tag it, you vampire.
I'm going to put onto the back of the El Camino, I'm going to take out the flatbed in the back of the El Camino. I'm going to replace that with a covered dome. And I'm going to put a mattress in there, and I'm going to do all these things. And I'm going to take that flatbed that naturally occurs and is naturally part and aspect of the El Camino and replace it with something radically different. Or I say to myself, I'm going to take this El Camino and I'm going to take the wheels off of it, and I'm going to attach some sort of water wheel to it, and I'm going to make the bottom of it waterproof, and I'm going to throw it in the ocean where it can move move along and travel through space.
Ah.
I may eventually find myself with something that, though it started off as an El Camino, is no longer an El Camino.
Is it
And
a
I've got no
Cadillac?
problem with someone buying my El Camino and turning it into something else.
A Cadillac?
It's just, at a certain point, I would
A
say
62
respectfully,
Cadillac.
don't go around the world and say, here's my Commonwealth chanting practice, if your Commonwealth chanting practice has been customized and estranged by you to such a degree that it no longer resembles what began. Now understand this,
Well, then how could
my
you say it
dream and
was?
desire is that Commonwealth chanting should last through the ages.
Mm.
Part of the definition of lasting
Fraternity.
through the ages means that when it gets to the eventual end point of where success is achieved, I might very well be a long time dead in the ground. You know what I mean? I may be gone, and then it's going to go where it goes naturally over time. But to the degree that I can, not to be an egotist about it, and not to be
You're a
dictator
sociopath.
about it, but rather to be a shepherd and a preserver of the greatest thing that I have ever created, or
That
been
should be
involved
your
in creation
kids,
of, besides my
right?
children.
Ah,
So
tag it.
Commonwealth chanting is
Tag
important
it.
to me, so I will maintain it. Jonas Side says, why a religion, not a philosophy? Because I didn't need a philosophy.
You
I
needed a religion.
It's a religion. It's not a philosophy.
No, it's a tax-exempt status,
It's
Chanter.
purpose-built to be more like a religion than a philosophy. This is not
It's an
Buddhism because I
institution,
make no
a
claims about the
corporation.
essential nature of things other than making an argument that I've identified the essential nature of religion and its purpose in human affairs. And like I said, these discussions are put forward and these points are made, and people can respectfully disagree. And I've got no problem with that.
I just
accept that for
respectfully,
some, even giving it a fair shot, not
have
trying
asked you
cast aspersions.
to cease and
If you don't
assist
get
and
me,
stop, drop, and roll, and you refuse to acknowledge my request.
It may be that you're hearing me
So I don't really think you should be running a religion, some weirdo cult.
not interested in. That's beautiful. It's not as though if I came to the market and said I'm going to sell a new type of motorcycle called the Barley Baileyson, and people looked at me and said, well, you know what, that's not really the bike for me. And I say, oh my God, all I wanted to do was sell my brand new invention, this great new motorcycle, the Barley Baileyson, but this one guy said he didn't want to buy it. Back to the drawing board. And it's not designed to I'm not working here to create a product or to create a religion or a faith that's going to be the be-all, end-all of all people. It's not saying that. I'm literally not saying if you don't practice Commonwealth chanting, something bad is going to happen to you because Commonwealth chanting is the definition of what it means to be a good religion. That's not it at all. So sometimes people can hear you, and sometimes people don't really hear you. They hear the words that you're saying, but they don't hear the context of what you're saying. They can sometimes just react to the words. And that's not to say that that's what anyone here is doing. It's saying that it's possible. So understand this. Commonwealth chanting is a religion. It was a religion designed by me. The only deference and respect that anyone ever needs to give me inherently because of Commonwealth chanting is to acknowledge the fact that I'm the guy that created it. I know what it is and what it isn't. And I'm the one that produces the iterations of it. That's just the way that it goes, baby. And so if you want to do something else, feel free to do something else. And it's not like, and if you don't like the way I do things, F you. I have made a vow to not change Commonwealth chanting. Throughout these iterations, Commonwealth chanting has evolved to an end point. The same bullet points are evolved to those bullet points. The outline is solid and set in stone. If someone joins Commonwealth chanting, I do not have the power to come along and say, there's a new rule of Commonwealth chanting. Flirt to the 13th, I like your hot body and I want you all the time. So I'm going to play all these mind games on you. And by the way, I just, because I'm CWB Chanter, I just changed Commonwealth chanting. And guess what? The new rule is, if your name is Flirt to the 13th, drop those drawers, sonny. I want some of that hot action. I want to do what I want to do. BB, Darcy, UFO Gandalf, you're all getting screwed. You know what I mean? I'm putting it in there. And the 13th rule of Commonwealth chanting is that Pope CW gets to do everybody. No, that's not it. It's explicit that I cannot change it. We are done. It is what it is. The outline is written. and everything that's just, it's just the ephemera around it.
You mean the
But it's pretty
script?
much done. It's beautiful. Folks, it is what it is. So there you go.
It's
So we
a
move
mess.
forward.
It's a hot mess from hell.
There you go, no problem. Hey, beautiful. Says, I can't say I agree with you, but there's a reason my name is Plur. Peace, love, unity, respect. I love that you knew my acronym once. Yeah, it's not a call to agreement. You don't have to agree.
Peace, love, unity, and respect.
1,000 people
Smell
may
these
convert.
t-shirts.
10 people may convert. No one may convert. Well, we already have Commonwealth Chanter, so I guess that we've done that. So it is what it is, babies. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like when Picasso puts his signature at the bottom of the painting, it's not like you don't need to know and understand it as some sort of like, and you're not Picasso. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you wouldn't go to Picasso necessarily and take the original Picasso and be like, there's entirely too much blue here.
It's none of your business.
Oh, come on, man. Don't be so mired in your, it's got to be what it is. And Picasso painted this. It's paint on a canvas,
It's about the Mona Lisa.
Smiley face, mustache Mona Lisa.
Tag it.
Douchebag was here. You know what I mean?
Who, me?
There you go. Everyone's getting late. There you go. Sarah, I like the way you think. Okay. Rodrigo Vieira says, are you planning on basing it on my mythological fantasies too? No, but your mythological fantasies are fully importable into the practice of Commonwealth chanting. The principles of Commonwealth chanting include as a daily practice for the practitioner to read and contemplate and reflect upon spiritual texts every day. There's nothing to say that your spiritual text isn't something that you wrote.
That would be intellectual property.
Religion.
Regulations.
Brilliant.
Punk rock is traditionally played with guitar, bass, drums, and the methodologies of rock and roll music, but
Don't
that
you
doesn't
gotta
mean
get
that punk
home.
rock isn't punk rock, and there could be 1,003 variations
You're
all
gonna
in
be
between, from the butthole surfers to suicide. You know what I'm saying?
No.
In many ways, shapes, and forms, you can consider the work of craft work in some aspects part of punk rock culture. Anyway, it goes on and on and on. Let's just move on and move forward. I gotta go. It's 6:49, and I really gotta go. I'm getting late for dinner.
Oh.
I am off.
Hey, wait a minute.
Tonight, you were to go
Wait a
out to
minute.
dinner. We were gonna go to the yoga class, but the yoga class was canceled.
Oh,
So
no.
instead we're going out to dinner because
Y'all are going out to dinner.
Hey, that's the way it goes. So
Because you love
I
each
love you, I
other.
love you, I love you.
Are you
No one told you
serious?
that they loved you today. I just did. I'm headed home. Don't worry.